We're not sloppy toffeeing.
What was that, Cam? Do you want to finish that sentence?
Nah.
Fair. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wrestle Plug State of Wrestling address. Been a little bit quiet, actually. I don't even think we did one last week, but we're doing one this week. This is the wrestling podcast where myself, Aaron Nix, and a gaggle of lunatics discuss the wrestling news in the most unfiltered and uncensored fashion possible. As I've said, I'm Aaron Nix. Joining me is the Maple Leaf magician and Canada's favourite son, Carl Wilkinson.
Gentlemen, pleasure as always.
The proprietor of Peacehaven, and of course, 1/3 of the legendary trios that is the Bromance, and of course, 1/2 of the CWP Tag Team Champions, Cameron Anderson.
Right there. Yeah. How is everyone?
Rotten.
Yeah.
Are you
Rotten.
still ill?
Yeah, no, I'm really ill. Like, it's just it hasn't cleared. Like, it's just not
I
going.
watched the video you put up this morning. Yeah, you did not see in the best way. No offense, obviously.
No, I mean, my apology. Well, yeah, no, I'm not going to apologize for that. Fuck off.
No.
Why would I be in the best way? And of course, joining me to round out the Fatal Four is the man who puts the wood in Bollywood, Tanvir Verdi.
Hi all, and Nix, your voice is as lovely as always.
Okay. Anyway, but thank you, nonetheless. We open with, of course, the unbelievably tragic news that veteran wrestler Jay Briscoe, real name Pugh, has passed away at the age of 38 years old. AEW and Ring of Honor owner Tony Khan actually shared the heartbreaking news on Twitter. Sadly, Pugh has passed away. Known to fans as Jay Briscoe, he was a star in Ring of Honor for over 20 years. From the first show until today, Jay and his brother Mark dominate Ring of Honor, reigning as champions to this day. We'll do whatever we can to support his family. Rest in peace. Obviously, the love and outpouring from the wrestling world has been utterly incredible. Jay Briscoe, currently 1/2 of the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, dead at the age of 38 due to a car crash, which sadly also involved both of his daughters, one who is in critical condition in hospital. And the other one making a slow but hopefully steady recovery. Also, his wife, or now widow, sadly, has put out a social media post basically asking for prayers as the young one. I believe I can't remember the age, so forgive me, but basically they're 12 and 7 years old. One of them is going in for spinal surgery, and there's a very good chance she may never walk again due to the crash, which is just even more soul destroying. There was also, sadly, an individual in another car that hit the truck in a head-on collision, and they also passed away rather tragically. So, all in all, the wrestling world taking an astonishingly brutal hit for everyone involved, and it's an incredibly disappointing day to wish a happy birthday to Jay's brother Mark, who turns 38 today, same as myself, which is really, really disappointing. Not his birthday, obviously, but the fact that he has to celebrate his birthday without the 1/2 of the tag team champions, their 13th reign as Ring of Honor tag team champions. Jay Briscoe, sadly, no longer with us at 38. If anyone would like to share their thoughts or opinions, now would be a good time.
I mean, what can you say? I mean, like 38's so fucking young, man. He's been wrestling for over 20 years from what I've read. Been on the run of their careers, arguably, right now. This past year with the trilogy with FTR, and like I've never had the pleasure of actually watching a Briscoe's match. I didn't watch a lot of Ring of Honor. I haven't gone back to watch any of the FTR stuff, but I got some catching up to do, and just it's gonna be incredible because of all I've heard, but it's gonna be so gut wrenching at the same time.
It's heartbreaking, and having the pleasure of having seen the Briscoes live and seeing it's a funny story to me, because I remember going to the Crystal Palace show in 2018 and just waiting in line, and out of nowhere my brother spots this man with dreads, and and he's like, "Is that Jay Briscoe?" And I'm like, "Holy shit, it is!" And he's just on his phone, just looks up, looking around, thinks somewhere place to eat, and then just goes on his merry way. So I was like, "That's pretty cool." And it's heartbreaking, and for the most part, like Carl said, they've been in Ring of Honor since day one. And without the Briscoes, essentially there is no Ring of Honor. They're on the Mount Rushmore. They're as much as people may say like, "Oh, you're Jay Lethal," and others, the Briscoes have been there since day one. They've remained loyal, and for me, for the most part, they're the faces of Ring of Honor.
Anyone else like to share or?
To be honest, like I'm not too familiar with their like in-ring work. I haven't really watched much of the Briscoes matches, but I think obviously the Jay's absence is going to be felt as Ring of Honor continues. Obviously my thoughts are with his family at this time. I'm hoping for the best for the two daughters that were involved in the accident.
Yeah, not much else you can add, really. Briscoe brothers, one of the biggest inspirations of my career. Had the pleasure of meeting both, working on shows that are similar to where they were and ring crew and things like that. Met Mark personally. Always tell the story every time I get that Mark gave me legitimately his shirt off his back because he had no t-shirts left to sell, which is a good thing. It's always lovely to see wrestlers selling out the merch. Would never fit me. It was only a large. But it didn't matter. It was Mark Briscoe's shirt. He worn it that night in a match against the Young Bucks. I remember Jay being pretty rocked that night. I think he picked up a small injury and wasn't feeling particularly great and had a hard time going out and speaking to the fans and didn't want to let anyone down. I didn't want to dwell on it too much, but I did want to read this story, which I thought was lovely. I'm obviously friends with a number of people in the wrestling world, and James Musselwhite, who people will know as Portrait of a Wrestler, one of the greatest photographers to ever walk this earth, never mind just in wrestling. It's 1 a.m. and I'm standing at the entrance of a cheap hotel in Carlisle City Centre, looking out as a Saturday evening descends into a hellish Sunday morning. All I can see is the high street. I'm scanning the shops for somewhere to eat, but it's blocked off at both ends with barriers and police vans. Outside every pub and club, there's carnage. Empty glasses, spilled drinks, and vomit as groups of young men shout at each other, while the stiletto heels of wayward legs clank awkwardly as young girls jostle, point, and scream to get a better look at the violence. "Man, I'm hungry," comes a voice from behind me. It's Jay. We've just had a long coach journey between shows. Looking at me, he asks, "Where can I get something to eat around here?" This time of night, I respond, "There's maybe a burger van or a kebab shop on the high street if you're lucky." "Okay, let's go." And off he went into the carnage, taking me as his impromptu tour guide through weekend binge drinking and casual drug use in an English city. He chose the roughest looking kebab shop, ordered almost everything on the menu, and picked up everyone's tab to boot. One of many stories about Jay Briscoe, who was an astonishing man, and tragically no longer is with us. Dead at the age of 38. Rest in power, Jay Briscoe. Transitioning on, which is not something you do lightly on a podcast like this. So, WWE, Vince McMahon. Joy. So, Vince McMahon has been rearing his ugly head quite a bit after he announced his retirement in July 2022. As we know, that did not last very long. McMahon reinstated himself to WWE's board of directors as the executive chairman to kick off the new year, looking to potentially explore a sale of the company. His return has naturally led to concerns from talent and fans alike. WWE Chief Content Officer Paul Triple H has since squashed rumors that Vince would take up the reins on WWE's creative direction, noting that he remains in control of WWE's creative direction. But even as that idea is being tabled for now, what about the idea of Vince McMahon once again showing up on screen during WWE programming? On the Bill Simmons podcast, WWE CEO Nick Khan was asked if McMahon was planning a return to storylines or television at all in the gear up for WrestleMania 39. Not at this moment, Khan said. No is the answer to that question. Could it change in a few months? Sure, it could change, but that would be Paul and Vince being on the same page about it. I don't see it right now. Obviously, Vince has not been seen on screen since he essentially left the company under an array of unfortunate incidents. Nick Khan, who of course is in a strong position as WWE CEO, also said on the Bill Simmons podcast when asked about the rumors of Saudi Arabia's public investment fund buying WWE, said 100% fake, 100% made up, saying there was an imminent transaction or whatever. It was totally false. It was absurd. It was nuts. And by the way, that person subsequently took down that tweet because what he made up was 100% false. So in this sales process, he's there to oversee it. It's his controlling share, in reference to obviously Vince McMahon. I'm involved in it. Triple H is involved in it. Obviously, the board is involved in it. Triple H being on the board, as I have the good fortune of being as well. And we're going to see how it plays out. Apparently, the front runners are Comcast, Disney, Endeavor Group Holdings, Amazon, and Netflix. After the reports about Saudi Arabia were shot down, betting odds shifted in the favor of Comcast, which is, of course, the parent company of NBC Universal that hosts WWE Raw on the USA Network and all the WWE Network content in the United States, which airs on Peacock, which is a Comcast streaming service. A lot of shifting, a lot of lobbying going around in WWE. Carl Wilkinson, what's your prediction in what is a very, very difficult fucking market to try and get a hold of?
I mean, the more Nick Khan says it's false, definitely makes me feel like it's not. Maybe not as surefire as people thought it was going to be, but there's absolutely interest in it from the Saudis because there's no way the country hasn't been injected with a whole bunch of money from WWE coming over. Obviously, they pay them to come over, but then the money comes back in somehow. But I'm struggling to imagine WWE as a Disney product because what are the women going to be Disney princesses now? Like, I don't.
You book Roman Reigns versus Goofy.
I'm gonna kill you in your sleep. Terrible time. That no, I hate you. You don't do that to my man Goofy. Okay, he's gonna steal Roman, and we all know it.
There's the biggest problem with that statement.
Donald Duck just straight up Zeta Flares Seth Rollins.
Why do we have to pick all the shit Disney characters, by the way? Those are shit Disney characters.
Fine, Quasimodo versus Omos.
All right, once again, Robin Hood, solely overlooked.
Man, Fox Hood is the best. What do you mean?
What about the chicken in Robin Hood, mate? Come on. The chicken is basically the Otis of Disney.
The chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not Maid Marian, mate. The chicken.
Maid Marian, balls, mate. It's all about the chicken.
You guys seen Chicken Little before?
Yes. The sky is falling, lads.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I prefer Stuart Little, if I had to be honest with you.
Remy shanked Stuart Little in a fight, mate.
Excuse me?
Remy killed Stuart Little in a fight.
I see. I'm a bit of an old school Disney fan. You know, Robin Hood, Bambi, all that kind of stuff. Like.
What about Black Cauldron?
A bit racist, but we'll
no, the film The Black Cauldron.
I never watched that.
Oh, it's a banger.
I'd like to throw my hat in the ring.
A banger.
I'd like to throw my hat in the ring and say I'm also interested in purchasing WWE. I've been thinking about this for a while.
Are you? What exactly will Cameron Anderson be offering the WWE board of directors in a potential sale?
Well, I don't want to show all my tricks I have, but I'm just waiting for the right price to come along and I'll swoop in there.
Judging from what I've seen in the bromance locker room, I don't think those kind of tricks are going to be enough to sway anyone other than potentially Vince McMahon, who loves a trick from what I hear. That's obviously allegedly. Nice going, pal.
Want the job, don't you?
It's a difficult thing to talk about, isn't it? We can for an hour and a half. Like, me personally, Disney Plus seems like the best platform.
Yeah.
Like, it's the most up and coming. It's the most exciting. They don't have much in a way of a streaming service, so you could put Raw and SmackDown on it, which would be phenomenal. Not to mention the amount of crossover appeal it has. The other option is potentially Netflix. But again, okay, Netflix buys WWE. Netflix doesn't really do any live streaming. Amazon Prime would be a good shout because they already stream quite a lot of live sports. So they already understand what could be necessary for that. And they've got a big enough platform. And I feel like Amazon Prime, who are still lagging behind Netflix, as to be said, in terms of numbers and subscriptions and success, even though they do have a lot of incredible content, this might help bolster them. Again, difficult. difficult. To be honest, I didn't believe the whole idea of a Saudi Arabia sale anyway. I saw a lot of people, including our man Dirty Dave Dennis, defending that decision, saying, "Oh, look what they've done for Newcastle." Bit of a different climate, really, because Newcastle is a football club, not a fucking wrestling organization. Although it could be argued football at this point is pretty much as fake as wrestling. Fucking the amount of diving, at least I've got, at least when we take a bump, it actually hurts. Fuck me. Embarrassed. Also, Ronaldo can suck my dick. He thinks Saudi Arabia and South Africa are the same country. So enough said about him.
Well, that's Woodgate's boy you just dissed.
It's not Woodgate's boy. And Woodgate, and if it is, Woodgate should fucking do better, shouldn't he? Simple as that, really.
Woodgate, he's always said he's a Ronaldo bum lick.
Yeah,
Messi's so much better.
Chelsea, that ain't working out well, is it?
Yeah, football. Woo!
Yeah, go on, Carl. Tell us all about your
yeah.
Yeah, that's
got it.
A bit of that soccer, eh, buddy? Ooh, that's gonna give me some of that Canadian stuff, eh, with that Alfonso Davis.
To be fair, it was the only sport I was good at as a child.
Yeah, that is. Although, see, the rumors are that you don't have legs, Carl Wilkinson.
I mean, I don't like to tell people, but
this is a strong, believe it or not, this is a rumor that's been perpetuating around WrestlePlug and the internet. Carl Wilkinson, no one has ever seen Carl Wilkinson's legs.
Just because he's diabetic, man.
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah.
There's a knee.
Nah,
there's two knees.
Mate. It's a prosthetic.
Oh, that took so much. I'm too fat for that. Don't make me do that again.
That's a tail. That weren't legs.
That's a tail. Imagine having a tail but no legs.
Well, their legs were just stubs.
I
mean,
mean,
Carl's got a snake body.
I'll have you guys know my dad lost both of his legs to diabetes, so you can lick my ass.
Kyle's part of the reptilian race that was.
I was gonna say it's only a matter of time, Kyle. Fuck.
Careful, David Icke this years ago.
I mean, that's false. As long as I, take care of myself and have friends that don't make me want to cut my own legs off.
That's you have friends? Oh my god!
I was just as surprised as you were.
Yeah, it's his party.
I'm more jealous than anything.
You never know when you're going to slip into a meat grinder, Kyle.
Fuck it.
Wow.
Hey, I honestly thought this podcast couldn't be any more depressing. And it is what it is.
You know what? That's it, Kim. When I come and visit, I'm not seeing you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. You know why? Because he can't get a wheelchair to your house.
Yeah, it's got to be handy accessible, you dick.
Yeah, I got a step in it.
You just have to carry me up the stairs.
Well, obviously using humor to try and transition away from shit.
I'm just imagining
anyone believes that there is unfortunately too much of a close to home parameter with our humor and current goings on in the wrestling world. That is not the case. We are not looking to mock or make fun of anything in that way. We're actually just looking to bring a bit of humor and take people's eye line away from it for a moment, if nothing else. But Carl Wilkinson does have legs. It's a joke based around the fact that he's diabetic. And I believe it was started by Ajax, who's named after a Dutch football team, so he can't fucking say anything, can he? Let's be honest.
And he called you something that we can't.
Oh, you're welcome, Cameron Anderson, because it has been announced March 20th. Independent Wrestling Elite. One further to bromance, Cameron Anderson will tag with one half of Bushido Porn, Ajax, and they will be joining forces to take on Kay Jutler, not Jay Cutler, the former Chicago Bears quarterback, Kay Jutler. Congratulations on that name, buddy. And also, this will be a handicap match, which is just an appalling timing, really, if anything. But 2-on-1.
Kyle, special guest ref.
Bushido Storm unites to take on Kay Jutler. How do you feel? So, are you happy with this, or would you have preferred to have had Azzy Adams as your tag partner?
No, I'm going to say no to that. I'm going to dead out that.
Why would you not want Azzy Adams as your partner?
Oh, it's just a bit annoying, isn't he? It's a bit annoying. Always talking back to me. Very rude.
Yeah,
mate, you've seen us in the
youngers, I guess,
chats together. He's always bullying me.
Bullying you. This is coming from a man who was talking about Carl Wilkinson going for a meat grinder 2 minutes ago.
I don't know if that was bullying or just him transposing his wishful thinking.
I'm just, pointing out dangers that are out there.
Cam's gonna Sweeney Todd you, mate.
Jesus, Lord Almighty. Look, I know we're all unhappy, but no need to wish so much hatred upon each other, honestly. Can't we all just get along?
I have never looked at a meat pie the same since I saw that movie.
Meat. Oh, I do like a pie, as to be said.
Helena Bonham Carter, mate.
Yeah. Oh, Helena Bonham Carter is pang.
I haven't
Yeah.
even seen it.
So yeah, handicap match IWE for anyone who would like to check that out. It's March the 25th at the Wrestle Sports and Social Club, and it'll be in Chelmsford, Essex. Yes, indeed. Cameron Anderson officially making his wrestling debut for IWE because he couldn't be asked to turn up for the last show. So.
Yeah, there was train strikes.
It was train strikes, mate. I mean, I still made it.
I mean, you apparently have 2 legs.
That is true. I could have walked.
Yeah, you could have walked all the way from Peacehaven to Essex. What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah, you know what? I'll throw my
is
hands
that-
up.
guys,
on
is
that,
that-
say.
is that really far?
Miles.
Yeah, is that really far? I know nothing about British geography.
Not according to North America, where people tend to drive like 600 or 700 miles a day on average, don't they? It's mental.
Oh,
Yeah.
Where do these people go?
yeah, Cam.
I
Cam,
mean, Jay Miller drove 800 miles just to have a pint with me when I was in Washington.
yeah. If Cam
And
left
yet, he can't sit down in front of a TV for 2 minutes and down some brown socks. What the hell's that all about? And then he has the nerve to tweet fucking WrestlePlug the other day going, yo, WrestlePlug, want to hit up with any extra knowledge? Because Saraya had put out a tweet saying, oh, I want to check out some really awesome women's independent wrestlers on the British scene. And I was just like, weren't you in Eve and shit? You should know better than anyone, man, innit? That's just my personal opinion.
That is true.
But,
that is true.
yeah,
She
just
was
like to
in
make
Eve.
it very clear on this podcast that we do not stand for Jay Miller and his dodgy midsection that he shows off to thirsty streamers on Twitter. In fact, we vehemently are disgusted by this behavior.
But
Yep.
Cam,
Yeah, what's up?
do you own a bike?
I do own a bicycle.
Yeah, it would have
It's called
taken
your mum.
Hey.
it would have taken you 6.5 hours to get from Peacehaven to Essex.
To be fair, show started at like 4 or something, so yeah, I probably could have done it, to be honest.
Yeah,
Sorry, Frankie.
yeah. Or it's a 22-hour walk.
Yeah, I could have done it.
Right. Anyway, moving on.
Stops.
So apparently we've got nothing else to say about WWE being bought out. I mean, Tanvir, who do you want? Who do you want to buy WWE?
Disney. I want Disney to buy
Of
him.
course you bloody do.
Why though? Why though?
So, FTR currently on a break after an incredible year of professional wrestling. Their contract is up in April. Tony Khan said he would like to have them back, but we would have to see how things go. FTR returning to AEW, or should they look for pastures new elsewhere?
Yeah, it's a hard one, isn't it? Because they don't. I feel like they're not being treated that well in AEW. But then again, they have been kind of given sort of free reign to go about, pick up tag titles. They had an incredible year last year, so you know what's the harm? The money's there, take it.
Yeah. I think they should just maybe just not re-sign to a WWE or AEW and just go in the Indies, because they'll probably rake up quite a lot of money that way.
I don't think they'll be able to make as much money though if they sign for a big company. The money's just not there in the Indies. Like it's just not.
They go to Impact.
Potentially, you never know.
Just start their own.
I mean, I'd like to say, I'd like to see them go back to WWE. I feel like they'll be used better there, and I feel like under the new direction. But if you're FTR, you're probably sitting there thinking, let's wait and see what happens here. How's creative going to go? What's it going to be like after a buyout? And of course, by that point, they'll probably be looking to sign a new contract. Now, if they don't just automatically renew with AEW in April, then you kind of get the feeling that they might be looking to get a bigger deal and get some big Vince McMahon bucks and go back. Because ultimately, the only other place where they're going to make seriously good money is probably New Japan. And are they willing to obviously interrupt their schedule that much to work regularly over there, considering they have families and things of that nature?
There's
I don't see that happening.
There's New Japan. There's New Japan Strong.
Yeah, but come on. You think New Japan Strong has the same level of money as like even WWE, AEW, probably even Impact? I'm willing to bet probably Impact pays their talent more than New Japan Strong. I mean, New Japan Strong, it just doesn't seem to be working, if you ask me.
Yeah, because
I don't even know who the champ is.
Yeah, it's a Fred Rosso. It's a good product. It's a good hour product, but we know him better as who was Titus O'Neil's tag partner?
I was Darren Young.
Darren Young.
Yeah, Darren Young. He's the strong champ.
The joy on Cameron
Yes.
Anderson's face there.
He's really good, Fred Rosso.
I love
Really
Darren Young.
good. Yeah, really good.
But yeah, we were.
I've
Do
been-
you remember when they tried to
Darren
make him
Young,
great
Bob
again?
Backlund. That was awesome. Yeah, that was what a great gimmick that was. They
He's
should've
not,
just-
he's not
Oh,
good
sorry.
that good at the wrestles though, is he? He got pinned by like Akira Tozawa, fam. I know. You know.
You like Akira Tozawa.
I do, but the fact that he got pinned by Akira Tozawa would suggest he's not as good as him
Yeah.
because he's real, remember?
Yeah, he
Oh,
had
yeah.
a pretty,
He's not very good at
good
wrestling.
match with Tom.
You can have
Lawler.
off nights. You can have off nights.
Whoa, whoa,
but the
whoa,
thing is
whoa,
with the
whoa, whoa,
Fiend,
whoa, whoa, whoa. Where was this fucking logic that was applying when we were talking about Bray Wyatt and Goldberg?
because Bray Wyatt don't work house shows, all right? He was fully rested. He got fucking squashed.
Darren, there's a reason.
Darren Young
shows,
works
'cause
house
he could've been on
shows.
TV because he was boring as shit.
It's because he's a real worker, unlike this lazy
Is
Bray
it?
Wyatt who won't wrestle.
He's a real worker, unlike the
Yeah.
lazy Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt, this guy is so late. Came
I mean, I
back
will say
years
this, how many
ago.
matches has Bray Wyatt had since he came back?
Yeah.
Fucking
Zizza.
like what? Has he even had
No,
one?
it's Ziz.
He's had
It's
he's had
Ziz.
one
It's
house show
zero.
match, I think.
He
He's
had one
one.
last match the other night.
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah,
Christ.
fucking learn the schedule.
he? Yeah, learn the
sorry,
schedule.
guys.
Yeah, you got fucking told there, Anderson.
I'm-
Shut the fuck
Oh,
I
up.
know.
sorry, guys.
I mean,
think I was from cage
speaking
match
of-
searching
Speaking of Bray
everyone's
Wyatt
matches.
wrestling, you know, he's gonna do that in like a week and a half.
Mountain Dew.
Can't believe
Mountain
we're making an
Dew.
argument that Fred Rosso is a better fucking talent than Bray Wyatt.
Oh,
Man, that's on the same
He's
level as like
good.
the Sandman being the great tactical wrestler.
If you ever have that opinion, then chances are you probably drink exclusively bleach.
And if you don't, you should.
One final bit of news that I think is worth talking about is the fact that today WWE has certainly undergone its fair share of changes since the beginning of the year, and it appears more changes will now extend out to WWE's content offerings on the streaming platform Peacock, with word quickly spreading in recent days that WWE was discontinuing content from independent wrestling promotions, both Insane Championship Wrestling and Progress Wrestling in the United Kingdom, which had been featured confirmed that contracts had ended while detailing what's next for each. Scottish independent promotion Insane Championship Wrestling stated via Twitter that their content wouldn't be found on Peacock any longer. ICW also revealed that its unaired content would be heading to YouTube and ICW On Demand for the immediate future, with an upcoming live event scheduled to air on Facebook and YouTube. ICW's contract with WWE has come to an end. The Indie Fed tweeted, we'll be revealing the new homes of ICW programming in due course. Progress also explained via press release that its very positive and long-standing partnership with WWE Network is coming to a harmonious end. The independent promotion's content library of over 650 hours and 170 shows, which made Progress the biggest independent wrestling company featured on what once was the WWE Network, can now be found on demand. Progress moving forward. However, just because this deal with WWE has come to a close close, doesn't mean Progress's working relationship with them has. Progress indicated that it'd be returning back to the US in March, partnering up with WWE in Los Angeles for something surrounding WrestleMania weekend. Tanvir, British independent wrestling no longer featured on the WWE Network. Good or bad in terms of, because obviously the natural thing that people are going to say, well, this is bad because they've lost a lot of their promotion, etc. However, people who want to see it will now be driven closer towards their on-demand services, which they will ultimately probably make more money off of, because I imagine WWE barely gave them any sniff of a retainer.
it's good and bad. It's good because I think like shows now like ICW and Progress, they won't have like that WWE cloud hanging over their head of like, oh, we've got to be family friendly, we've got to do this, got to do that, like conform. But then it's also bad because the one statistic I want to find out is what was the viewership of the Progress and ICW shows on the network over in the States or even here, because that'd be quite important and maybe telling as to why WWE are stopping the contracts of like maybe viewership wasn't as great as they expected, or it was like exclusively in England or what. So I think it's good. It's good thing. It's got its pros and cons, and I think in this case, I think the pros outweigh the cons.
Fair. Cameron Anderson, as a young and up and coming wrestler, you may have the opportunity to work for a company like Progress in the near future. Fingers crossed for you.
Yeah.
Is it disappointing to hear something like this?
To be honest, I don't know, because for me personally, this might sound bad, but I personally do not see myself getting Progress on demand. I don't really see myself, because I have a lot of on-demand services that come out my bank account every month, and there's too many. And I just feel like that's not one I'm going to go for, unfortunately. Maybe for the diehard Progress fans, that would be something that's good for them, and maybe
May I ask which wrestling on-demand services you do pay for?
I have WWE Network,
Yes,
and no, don't expose me as a bumlick right now. Don't expose me as a bumlick right now, because I do have Rev Pro on demand.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it.
No, but you got to think.
Sheldon
like,
sleeper agent confirmed.
I am
Yeah,
an anti. No, I am. But
fucking Mark.
no, you have to think though. Who is Cameron's biggest bumlicks in wrestling? Who does Cameron love? Oh, Michael Oku, Connor Mills, Zach Zodiac. They're all on Rev Pro.
On Rev Pro though, do you?
That's true. That's true. Well, maybe I got to get
Can't
this.
be that good a wrestler.
Maybe I got to get this
gonna kill you
OnlyFans.
while you sleep.
Frankie can die salty. All right, he loves the salt.
He loves the soul.
Oh.
Frankie T loves himself a bit of revolution. Yeah, no, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, to be honest. Like, like I've said to you, I personally think some of Rev Pro's cards are insane. You'd be mad not to watch them as an independent wrestling fan. Oh yeah, that Will Ospreay's rubbish, man. I want to watch him wrestle. Well, I mean, obviously, Tammy.
Yeah, I always bumlick Will Ospreay. Like, I love Will Ospreay. I always,
Jesus, he's not going to sleep with you, bro. He's with Alex Windsor now. Just chill out, yeah.
Yeah, the Omega match was great this year.
You never know. You never know what can happen.
Can you not use the term Omega and great in the same sentence again, please? It's just unnecessary.
It's statistically impossible.
Okada or Omega.
It's factually incorrect. That's what pisses me off.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get carried by someone as good as Okada. Like, just get over it, man. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh, Okada. He was great in AEW, wasn't he, guys? Yeah.
Guys?
Yeah, t-shirt, jeans, guys, debut, AEW. Yeah.
It's worse than his excursion to
Do me a
TNA.
favor, Tony. Next time the forbidden door opens, slam it against your own fucking head. You gimp. Yeah. So, Kyle, any thoughts on this? Obviously, you don't get a chance to really check out much Progress anyway. This is obviously going to really take a hit for someone like you who may have the WWE Network. Now, all of a sudden, you don't have the ability to see it whatsoever.
Yeah, I do, and mine didn't get switched to Peacock in Canada, so I still have. I'm assuming this version is very similar to you guys still. So it's great. Like, I can actually look up stuff. So like, I'll lose. I didn't watch a lot of Progress. I didn't watch a lot of ICW. I didn't even watch a lot of Evolve, which a lot of like Austin Theory was huge in Evolve back in the day, and I had no idea who he was when he crocked up at NXT and started hanging out with Johnny Gargano. So it definitely sucks that they're not going to get as much exposure as they have been and have been used to getting for the last 3 to 5 years. I'm assuming. I'm not exactly sure how long it's been going.
It's been something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and now it's hopefully that a lot of people got hooked on their products and are going to try and find the ways to get to their on-demand services or whatever they might have.
I think. Wait, is it that all of their previous stuff is going, or is it just it's no longer going to be there?
No, like literally nothing. I think it's being taken off completely.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, because apparently like Tate and Simon Miller had a match on Unboxing like recently. I was going to watch that, but
I mean, Sky Smithson's been on, the WWE Network a little bit. Jordan Sides. I think you can even briefly see me getting decked by a couple of New Zealanders on there. So
what a moment!
What a moment! Also, by the way, took 2 or 3 guys to sort of bring me down. Cruz, one punch out like a light, mate. Melt.
He's gotten better since he's been training since. That was a while ago.
He went from a glass jaw to a sandpaper jaw. It's not much better.
Yeah, he's getting there.
It's improvement. It's visible improvement, to be sure. I bet.
Yeah, well, he's a champ now. He's taking care of himself. He's going to the gym. It's gonna be all right.
You need to be a champ when you're getting carried.
He went from Glass Joe. When is he gonna reach his King
Come on,
Hippo
man.
face?
Oh God Almighty!
I don't know what that means.
Dude, Punch Out. Mhm.
Right, lads.
Oh.
One more thing before we go to any other business. Who wants a list?
Oh, Kyle does.
yeah.
Kyle wants a list.
Yay!
Here's a good one. So, Wrestling Inc. has ranked the 35 best entrance themes in wrestling history.
Oh, this is gonna be
Ooh.
touchy.
This is gonna be a good one.
So, we start with number 35. And obviously, throughout this list,
35.
number 35, yeah, there's 30. I did say they've ranked the top 35, if you were paying attention. Apparently, hearing is an issue as well as the other disabilities that seem to be running around in this podcast. Show us your tail again, Carl. So, yeah, the top 35 themes ranked from 35th to 1st, obviously. And these guys will give their opinions based on what they think. And if there is some omissions or if there's some serious issues, I'm sure they will chime in. Especially Carl Wilkinson, who I know is extremely excited about talking about music.
I love music. It's literally my life.
So, number 35, we start with Raven's second theme. Back in the day, WCW was notorious for their in-house themes that were thinly disguised rip-offs of established hits. One such example being Diamond Dallas Page's Smells Like Teen Spirit sound alike, Rick Steiner's remake of Welcome to the Jungle, and Vince Russo's version of Iron Man, with no apologies to the Road Warriors, much less Black Sabbath. The favorite one, however, is Raven's version of Come As You Are. Number 35.
I mean,
Good
I
or
that's
prefer
okay.
something in the way.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Well, number 34. This is going to really surprise people because I thought this would be a lot higher. Hulk Hogan's Real American.
This is a classic.
This is a
I feel
banger.
like this should be
This is
higher
a good one.
because, like, say what you will about Hogan, I personally think, he's all right. But
When it comes crashing.
but this song is so good. This is like a club classic. This should be on every house party. It's so good.
Who's playing this in Pop World?
I'm sorry. If this come on in Pop World, you got me, Robbie
If-
Nitro, and Cruz on the dance floor.
If someone's played this in Prism, Jesus.
They
I'm
should
sorry,
play it
but
in
like
prison whenever fucking
pre-chorus.
No, Prism.
No, it should be in prison for when people go to the showers.
The pre-chorus is
And
so
it comes
good.
crashing down.
and it hurts inside.
I mean, I
The
can
rest of your
see
imagination.
I can see why it's on the list because there's definitely like the sound of the late 80s for the WWF.
I mean, from an iconic
so.
standpoint, it is one of the most important theme
Yeah.
music.
Yeah,
So I'm
but
surprised actually that it's number 34.
Yeah,
in
it
my
should be
opinion,
lower.
Hogan
lower.
does have
Or like 45.
Hogan has a better theme, and I'm sure it'll be on this list.
What? Wait,
So,
what's that
number
then?
33, we see Randy Orton's Burning My Light by Mercy Drive.
Oh, I love
great
this.
track.
It's a good one. I prefer
Oh, it's
Voices.
so good.
Top 10 for me. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
'cause
it should be
that-
higher.
Yeah, because this was Legend Killer, Randy,
It's
wasn't
going to
it?
be very interesting because I'm pretty sure people are going to put Stone Cold at number 1. That's what I'm thinking. So I don't know. I'm working my way through the list.
Maybe Undertaker.
I'm putting my money on Batista. I think that's the best song of all time.
Batista's definitely is one of the all-time. By the way, happy birthday, Dave Batista.
Yeah. What about
I think
Metalingus?
Oh, that's true.
Oh.
That is probably the best song ever
Well,
written.
We're getting on the list, okay? More
Yeah.
list, and we'll figure out
Yeah,
where they
you're
are.
getting ahead of yourself.
Sorry,
boy.
Kyle. Sorry,
Number
Kyle.
30.
kidding.
Yeah, fucking apologize to Kyle. How dare you? Not
Thank
only to
you.
imply he has no legs, but now you fucking interrupt him and get ahead of yourself with the list.
He's gonna throw
You're gonna have some
D20 at me.
feigning
I'm
running
scared.
there. Like, look at me, I can walk. Fuck you, bitch.
I'm just gonna
Number
rock up with
32.
D20.
Shut up, Tanvir. Number 32 is Shawn Michaels' Sexy Boy.
Nah,
I
this should
thought that would be
top
higher.
10.
It's alright.
This should be
I thought
top
that-
10.
I thought that would be top 5.
Yeah, I thought this would be higher. Like maybe like around the 15 region.
This is a banger. This is
Of
an
course,
absolute
JVR, you
banger.
said it.
31
15
might
region.
surprise people a little bit because it is Edge's Never Gonna Stop by Rob Zombie.
I don't
That's-
think
I've heard that one. That's okay. I don't mind that one. It's obviously not what he's known for, but no, that one's alright.
Number 30, Jeff Hardy's No More Words by End Ever After.
Yeah, that is a
Yeah,
banger.
this is
That
pretty
is
good.
a certified
That one that
club
goes.
classic.
Yeah, that's the one everyone wanted him to have when he came back.
Mhm.
Had it for like a week, so that's something at least.
Number
Um,
29, Drew McIntyre's Broken Dreams by Shaman's Harvest.
Top 10.
Ah.
Top 10.
This is top
for me.
10. This is so
Um,
good.
It's
I'll,
on my
I'll give you top 15.
it's on
I
my
think-
gym playlist, man. I love it.
This is up there.
I
This
was
is
like
up there.
not interested until we get to the big numbers. Number 28
This
is Ronda
is so
Rousey's
good.
Bad Reputation by Joan Jett and the Blackhearts.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
just
wait,
good
what-
tune
what's
anyway.
28?
Ronda Rousey's theme, Bad Reputation.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, it's
Number 27, Mick Foley's Wreck Music.
Yes.
No, man, that's top 5.
Yeah.
That should be top
That's
5.
there's no way that's top 5.
I'd put it maybe top 10 because it is really cool.
This is an interesting
on
list.
you can't put every song as top 10 Tambir, right? I'm sorry, that's
I've
not how
only
top
put
10
two.
works.
you have to stop saying that, mate, because we've still got 26 to
I
go.
said top 15 for
So
what?
number 26 is an interesting one. It's Malachi Black's theme, Ojan Troost by Amenra.
Oh, I do
I don't
love
actually
this
know
so
that.
much. I do love it.
Is this his theme in AEW?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't know it.
Apparently,
I like his
I
NXT
really
one.
like it.
but it's worth pointing out that it's higher on the list than Real American, Randy Orton's Burning My Light, Edgy's Never Gonna Stop.
It's good, but it shouldn't be on there.
Well,
that's
number
the thing.
25 is Bray Wyatt's Live in Fear by Mark Crozier.
Is that his original one?
That's his original.
Oh,
This
yeah.
one's kind of
Yeah,
a banger.
that one.
It's-
That's
it's-
haunting.
It's got one of the coolest Mania entrances as well. WrestleMania 30.
Yeah. This is a club classic. When this
Yes.
comes on, everyone's on the dance floor. This is
Is it? Really? Everyone's on the dance floor for catching.
no, it's not even that. It's just a little Bray Wyatt, the little spooky noise effect that comes on first. You hear that, and everyone's like,
24 is Sting's Seek and Destroy by Metallica, which he used in WCW.
It's
Yep.
Seek and Destroy. It's an amazing song.
yeah, nothing to do with
it's very
Sting,
cool.
but nothing to do with the music. Sorry, but I prefer Surfer Sting than Crow Sting.
That's fair enough. Well, number 23 is Triple H's The Game by Motorhead.
No, that's
Yeah, it's a
tough.
banger.
That's top 5.
This one might be my number one. I
Really?
do.
The Game is number
I
one.
love it so much, and it's Motorhead. I love it so much.
Number 22, his second entry on the list, Randy Orton's Voices.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree. I actually think Voices should be higher than
Gotcha
Burning My Light
moves and your
because I am in
feet.
fact Gen Z, so that's why.
Oh, since when?
Number 21 is Mark Henry's Somebody's Gonna Get It
Get
by
there.
3-6 Mafia. Now that is a club banger.
This
It's a
is so good.
That
Yeah.
comes on in the club, then you're
So
gonna start
good.
capping fools. That's
Mate, somebody's gonna get their dick split. That's mad. That is mad
it's
that they
wig
put that in the
split,
song.
not dick split.
Dick split.
Don't be trying to fucking repurpose the lyrics.
I didn't like that.
Beating all of these is Lucha Brothers Zero Miedo in AEW. Who wrote this list? Dave Meltzer.
Yeah, I don't know
It's
this tune.
okay, but it's not on. It shouldn't be
I
there.
don't think it's top 35. And
I feel
love
like for AEW tracks, like it's basically just Ricky Starks and nothing else. Like
it. Yeah, absolutely. Number 19, Rey Mysterio, Booyaka 619 by POD.
That
It-
was
it-
my
it-
favorite as a kid.
it
Like,
is
is that the
iconic.
original? Is that the one he had in 2002 or now? Because it's different.
It doesn't say.
If it's
I'm a
the one, I
I'm a
like the
s-
one now more than the
your
one
pick, I
then.
guess.
Yeah,
But
It is-
I mean,
It's
isn't he like your favorite wrestler of all time?
when I was a kid, yeah, he's definitely in my top 5 like overall. Because when I was a kid, man, he was a superhero. He jumped out of the fucking floor, dude.
I
That was
think
the
it
coolest
like-
shit in the
I
world.
thought you would have been a huge fan of Zach Gowen for overcoming his lack of use of legs.
Hey, hey, man,
that's good.
he
He had
went
one
down.
too many.
He went down a flight of stairs like it was nobody's business.
He had one too many. That's the first time someone has said that about Zach Gowen's legs, man. Unbelievable. Oh dear. Number 18, Ruby Soho by Rancid, which is our current theme in AEW, has apparently beaten out all of the above that we had
What
been.
the
Yeah, I don't know this one.
fuck? I don't
know that-
know.
I think it's shit. I don't think
I mean, it's all right. Like,
I don't know it. I don't know it.
17, Darby Allin, I Fell by Wicker Phase Springs
Yeah,
Eternal.
dead.
It's
Yeah,
the
this
biggest
is dead.
piece
What a
of
dead
dog
band
shit.
name. What a dead fucking band name too on it. Do you actually want to be any more pretentious in it? Just be called the Doors, all right?
What?
Just be called the Chairs
Wicker
already.
Face Springs Eternal is a ridiculous
Yeah,
band.
that's the deadest name. You're called the Doors from now on.
You're called the hey,
Hey.
don't be dissing the Doors now.
Whiskey
Yeah, it's a
Bar.
good name. It's a
Yeah,
good name.
Yeah, that's a really good.
Number 16's Jungle Boy, Tarzan Boy by Baltimore.
Yeah, this is up there. This
Is
is up
this-
there.
is
I'm
this-
sorry. This is a club classic.
Oh,
When this comes on, I'm losing it.
it is very catchy.
It is a
Very
good
catchy.
song.
They played it
I'm
during
sorry.
the Rise a couple of weekends ago, and
Oh, nice.
I was loving it.
If this comes on in the club, I'm just gonna start levitating.
All right, well, my number 1 has entered at number 15. Stone Cold Steve Austin's "I Won't Do What You Tell Me" infamous glass shattering theme is number 15.
Yeah,
on
it's already wrong.
the list.
It's so good, and I feel it should be at least top 5.
The fact that it's 15th disturbs me, but
Yeah.
number 14 might disturb you more because it is the Undertaker's theme. Rest in peace.
What?
Number 14. So yeah, congratulations, Tanvi. Me and you came in at 15 and 14 collectively.
Fucking hell!
That's wrong. It's
Uh,
that's not right.
Is number 1 going to be Vince's theme?
Well, guess what beat him into number 13 spot? Shinsuke Nakamura's The Rising Sun.
That's a banger.
His,
That is
his
a banger,
New
to be fair.
Japan theme was so much better.
You would
I
say
don't
that,
know.
Mark.
fucking
I like
Mark.
the New Japan theme, but it is very kind of, I made this in 15 minutes on GarageBand. All right. This song for NXT was mad. It was so good.
But does it beat The Undertaker and Austin?
No.
No.
Obviously, it
My
will for
opinion.
you because you're a millennial prick. Minoru Suzuki comes in at number 12 with Kaze ni Narai.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I can give you that.
Number 11, Ilya Dragunov's Comrades of the Red Army.
That's just
Guys, we're not
Command
commenting
theme,
on
right?
this one. We're not going to comment on this one due to current world events. Sorry, guys. We're moving on.
To be honest, it was so much better when you used to come out of Red Alert 3 Soviet March on the Indies. Do you remember that? I thought it was fucking gangster. I was
So
like,
good.
he's gonna fucking kill all of the Westerners. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, that was good shit. Torpedo Moscow. Number 10 is NWO Hulk Hogan's Voodoo
There
Child.
it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I was
this one's good. This is
Nah.
I think I said top 5 a few times. It's a top 10. It's at number 10. I can accept that.
Well, certainly
Nah,
it was
Real
that,
American
yeah, top
Sweep.
10.
Real American Sweeps.
Too sweet me, bro.
Number 9 is the Road Warriors, Iron Man by Black Sabbath. Is
I
it
don't
that?
know if it
That's an
fits the
all-timer
road
anyway,
well.
innit?
I didn't know they ever came out there, man. I just
Yeah.
know
Yeah, no, it's quite a big
oh,
thing.
what a rush.
Here's an interesting one. Number 8, Undertaker's Ain't No Grave by Johnny Cash, which I believe he only used a couple of times.
He only used
Yeah.
it like once or twice.
At WrestleMania
Like,
against Triple H, wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, Triple H, WrestleMania 27.
Was it the end of an era?
It's
I
apparently
think it was.
I think it was the end of an era match.
The end of a era, but not the era,
No,
unfortunately.
and end of an era was 28. 27 was their no DQ match. I
All
think.
right, nerd, chill out.
Okay, I remember 26 was the Shawn match.
Carl Wilkinson, Tam Veer just beat you in an encyclopedic knowledge thing, mate. That's disturbing.
Yeah, I've been too busy thinking about my legs, you know.
I just want to throw in that little bit from Archer. He's like, where were you on Monday? Oh, that's right. You were at physical therapy for your limp, useless legs while he's standing on a ladder. Number 7, Brian Danielson's Ride of the Valkyries.
This is good. This
Yeah.
song is so good.
Yeah, it's fine, I guess.
This is an interesting
No,
list.
this-
Number 6, Randy Savage, Pomp and Circumstance.
I have to disagree. I love Randy Savage. I love basically everything about him, but this music is not the one. This is not the one.
Hold
Okay,
on,
it's not
so-
iconic. It's not amazing.
You're saying Pomp and Circumstance is an iconic. I'd say it's iconic.
Well, it is
but it's-
iconic. Not to him though. I feel like he could have had something else.
I mean, it's more iconic for last night at the proms, mate. Let's be honest. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So top 5. This is where we start to get a little heated. CM Punk's Cold Personality by Living Color comes in at number 5.
Yeah, this
Overrated?
is a banger. No, I'm sorry, it is a banger. It is a banger. It's not
I
overrated.
feel
at
it should
all.
be lower. I feel it should be a
But there
lower.
are 4 left. Anyone care to take a guess as to what might be?
Oh, Edge and Batista have
I
to be
mean,
there.
Yeah,
Cena.
Metalingus.
Yeah,
I think
Meta-
Metalingus is on there for sure.
Batista, Vince's
Number
theme.
4, Wild Thing by X, John Moxley.
It's at Sushi Onita's theme.
It's
Fuck
good.
off.
It's a good track, to be fair.
Nobody
It's
cares
fine, I
about
guess.
Onita.
No, I have to agree. This is a bit of a banger.
Number 3 is Roddy Piper's Bonnie Lass of 5.
Ah, I like that. I don't think it's better than Austin, but I
Wait,
like it.
Cena's not even on there. Like, how is
Number
Cena's theme not on
2,
John Cena?
Metalingus by Alter Bridge for Edge.
Yeah.
Yes.
has to be.
there? Yeah, it's banger. This is the hardest song ever written.
Which leaves only one theme left at
John
number
Cena.
1. It's
The
not
Rock.
John Cena. Care
Is
to
it The Rock?
hazard a guess?
It's
Is it
got
The
to be
Rock?
Batista, surely. This
Is it
his song
Vince?
is so good.
Not
Vince's theme?
Batista.
You got no
Not
chance?
Vince's theme.
Shane?
I would kill myself if it was Monty.
The
Oh
time
my
is now.
god. Oh,
Ted
line in the sand.
DiBiase.
Some evolution. Line in the sand.
Enter
Arn
Sandman.
Anderson.
For the Sandman.
The Sandman. To be fair,
That's a
Enter
good
Sandman,
track.
but,
It's
I'm
such a
surprised
good
Enter
track.
Sandman didn't make the list because it is
Yeah.
Incredible.
So,
What
is
is
any
it?
other
What's
guesses
number 1?
before I break everyone's hearts?
Oh my god, it
Oh.
can't be. It can't be Kenny Omega theme song.
No, you're close though.
Oh,
No, it
Young
can't
Bucks?
be.
Is it Carry On My Wayward Son?
Judas in my mind.
No, it
No.
can't
No.
be.
Judas.
Break the Walls Down is
Break the
better.
Walls Down was so much better.
Where's Big Show? Where is Big Show?
Yeah.
Where's Kane's Slow Chemical? Where's
Yeah,
Name
also,
Redacted doing
Batista's-
having Our Lady Peace?
Where the fuck is Taka Michinoku's 1997 light heavyweight title reign music, which was
Yeah,
the
Tucker
most
is coming, motherfucker.
Where the
Tucker
fuck is Akira
coming,
Tozawa?
motherfucker.
Akira Tozawa's theme is a
Carl,
madness.
whose name redacted?
Did you notice something on that list, by the way? Only one woman's theme on that entire list. Ruby Soho.
Yeah,
I mean,
Paige's
Ronda
OG
Rousey,
theme is
Ronda
pretty
Rousey.
good.
Not
Lita's theme, Trish Stratus's theme, Chyna's
Charlotte's
theme.
banger. Becky Lynch's theme's pretty iconic, in my opinion.
Bailey's original theme.
Bianca Belair's is a banger. This song
Like,
is
Rhea
so
Ripley's
good.
current theme is fucking sick. Right.
is Bianca's what the kids would call a club
Safely say
banger.
wrestling, that might be the worst fucking list you've ever put together. Like,
Yeah, that was not great, guys.
like there was a
No
great
Cena?
bit of tunes in there, some of the all-time greats, but the listing of them was ridiculous. And
Well,
they actually say on here that Judas was a slam dunk and
Wait. You know one theme that I noticed isn't on there?
Tony Khan's not going to suck your dick, bro.
No, Eddie Guerrero, Latino Heat.
That's a banger.
Where's Latino
Batista
Heat
is
not on
pretty
there?
fucking.
I really
hard.
like the one that had the cell phone at the beginning.
Yeah, that might have been Los Guerreros.
Like
I think when
kind
it was
of
both
like
of them. When it was
when he
we
turned
lie,
hit
we cheat, we
quite
steal.
slow. He came out to it at ECW One Night Stand. I thought it was really cool. Yeah, that was kind of like more like sort of like, you know, cartel gangster kind of theme music. It was very cool. There's a lot of incredible. I mean, music really does make the wrestler. People don't realize that how important it is. Is Stone Cold Steve Austin nearly as famous if we don't hear glass shattering?
What about The Rock as well? Can you
The
smell?
fact that the Rock's theme wasn't in there is a disgrace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like what they've done is they've tried to rank them based on whether they're good songs or not. But how anyone could imply that Fozzie's Judas is better than Metalingus by Orbridge is beyond me. They ludicrous. By the way, no Batista in there. It's
That's
a lie.
correct. The list is already like
The list is
debunked.
fucked.
The list is
Yeah.
tainted.
It's not real.
Where was Zach Gowan's theme, mate? Ridiculous.
David
Man,
Flair's
these
theme.
this magazine didn't have a leg to stand on. I tell you.
Where the fuck was Logan Paul at? Where's Logan Paul's theme?
Right.
Jake Paul's theme was mad.
I really like
What a
Logan Paul.
theme
And
song.
every time I feel like I'm enjoying Logan Paul, I see one of his dipshit fucking videos online. I saw him on this video today where he was talking about how he had some bird on, some really hot bird, who got cheated on by Machine Gun Kelly. And he was like, yeah, but Megan Fox, brah. Like, that was his argument. He's like, yeah, but come on, Megan Fox, brah. Like, it's like, oh, it's okay to cheat on her because Megan Fox in it. And I'm just like,
He's been done for scamming.
what is crypto bollocks?
Yeah, you watch those videos, CoffeeZilla. Those are some great videos. Crypto Zoo, obviously, Logan Paul was scamming the fans.
Because he's a
That's
piece
why.
of shit.
Yeah,
don't
and that's
get me
why
wrong,
the
great
tribal
wrestler,
chief killed
entertaining.
him.
But hey, you know, Shawn Michaels was also a fucking piece of shit and one of the greatest all-time wrestlers. So.
Have you heard about the Wakey Wines bloke?
Yes.
Who the
No.
fuck
To be
is
fair,
Wakey
this is
Wines?
funny.
He's selling Prime for like 200 quid.
Yeah, so like Logan Paul and
Selling
KSI have got him-
Prime? What, Amazon Prime for 200?
No. So
Yo,
KSI
that's
and
a
Logan Paul.
bargain, fam. Give me some
Fucking,
of that
oh
Amazon
my
Prime,
God.
man. Yo,
See,
I'm
this is
down
the
with
thing.
the kids. I get all
Yeah,
this.
Tanvir just drops this shit
Yeah,
in and
man.
he doesn't give
I know
any
what
context.
Prime is. Yeah, it's probably some energy drink or some shit. But
Yeah, no, KSI and Logan Paul, they got this like sports drink together, and it's basically not in the UK at all. So this guy's just bought it in bulk, and he's just selling it for like £100 a can. But like
they
people
were
are saying,
selling
like, he's
cans
actually
of
just
it
a
at the
drug dealer.
latest CXW show, weren't they? Did you see that?
I did
Were
not
they?
know.
Yeah,
I was
they had
not
cans
there.
of it. You see. Of all the places, they, have a can of come to CXW, watch the Pitbulls, have a can of Prime.
That does
Interesting.
sound awesome.
To be fair, they do sell sausage there as well.
That's awesome. I love that.
Legit sausage too, not like cheeky reach around.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah.
Greg sausage roll.
Hey,
Greg sausage roll.
what you say? You one of these people who like Greg sausage rolls, are
They're pretty nice.
you on O2?
No. EE.
If you have the O2 Priority app, you can get a free sausage roll every week from Greg's.
Ooh.
We're going O2 priority. We're going to Money in the Bank.
I need to
hope
do
so.
that.
Is there any news about Money in the Bank tickets yet?
No, I did nothing.
They're
Not
cutting
as
that
far as
fine,
I've
aren't they?
seen. 1 week beforehand, George will still be thinking about going.
Oh, George will probably message you like 3 days before. Oh, is there room in the car?
George is like saying he's
bank.
100% on it. George is like,
I'm pretty sure he did message me today, wish me a happy birthday, and asked if I was going to Money in the Bank. And I was like, let me get a fucking lift, don't you?
Yeah.
But then again, one of my other friends like asked to come Money in the Bank with me. But the thing is, I went to Raw with him a couple of years ago, and all he did was just talk shit about modern day WWE the entire show. It's like,
Why did he go then? Like,
Yeah,
it's
why
like,
did you
mate,
go?
we've paid to be here. Like, let's just.
Mate,
like,
I was a
step on
full-on
the
market
going.
bash
What-
at Castle. I just
when is Money in the Bank? July?
First
Yeah,
July, yeah.
So it's on Canada Day.
buddy.
Ooh.
What? Legitimately on Canada Day?
Yeah, July
What?
1st is Canada Day.
No,
Oh,
is
yeah.
it
It's the
July
day we
1st?
asked.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
July 1st.
Yeah, it's the day we asked nicely to be our own country. You guys are like,
Mate.
yeah, you're too much money. Fuck off.
Return of Chris Benoit confirmed.
Oh.
I don't know
Hey,
about that.
He's just been hanging by a thread waiting.
Chris Benoit is here and he's really mad. Chris
Yeah.
Benoit is
I've
here
lo-
and he's really angry. Chris Benoit is here and he's
I'll-
really.
All I'm saying is I've been still trying to plan a time to come over.
Yeah. I've had to block all the fucking dirt sheets on Twitter, like basically every social media, because all they do is just post like, spoilers for WrestleMania. It's like, I don't want to know. I want to feel the natural
Posting
feel.
like there's this like Fightful, right? I saw this. They post the run sheet for Raw before it starts, and then they have a thing at the top saying, "Please be aware of people who are mindful of spoilers." Blah blah. And I'm like, what? How about don't put it up there? What is so important about the Raw crib sheet that you need to see it before you watch it?
Yeah, this is the thing. It's like wrestling is the only thing where it's like that, because it's like you don't go to watch Spider-Man in the cinema and you're like, yes, I know this geezer dies. I know that these guys are in it. Like, what? Why do we do this to ourselves? Just hampers our enjoyment of the own show.
Yeah.
This is why wrestling fans are dumb.
Yeah, but they're all fucking sweaty like neckbeards, like that Bixen span who fucking reports for gossip.
You
Fucking
didn't-
I don't know that.
The
Like,
the
just
only
some fat hateful piece of shit. Like he's
Yeah.
so hateful. Like all he does is post like unbelievable clickbaits and nasty little lure tactics and bait fucking reports of it. He's just a very nasty human being who will spout any kind of hatred he likes. And then claims, I'm innocent. I've got bad mental health. You can't ever go at me. Fuck you, man. If you're gonna put shit out there, you just fucking hammered. Dirt sheets are.
They're horrible. They're horrible.
Their dirt sheets for me are one of the single-handedly biggest things that ruined modern age wrestling.
Yeah.
There's a reason why 6 to 7 million people don't watch Raw every week. And yeah, you can absolutely say the product's not nearly as good as it was, because it isn't. But it's that thing of if you can go on a tiny little magic screen in your pocket at a moment's notice and read everything that happens in 2 minutes, of course you're not going to fucking sit there and watch a 2 or 3 hour wrestling show, are you?
Yeah.
The internet crippled wrestling. Crippled.
it's like what culture and cultaholic, like in the UK, like obviously we can't watch things straight away, and they'll just have something out at like 11. It's like, well, people ain't even got back from work, so
That's why I don't subscribe to them anymore.
yeah, I blocked all that shit. Like I like Simon Miller. Bear in mind, I like his shit, but I blocked the rest of them. I just think
But notice that
weirdos.
you did not mention Wrestle Plug whatsoever, despite the fact that we have regular, fast, rapid reviews of shows.
Yeah, but you don't like just spoil the whole show in the thumbnail. These like pages, they'd like whenever there's like a new champ, they're always like holding it up in the thumbnail of the thing. It's like, come on, I was gonna watch that in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, and it's like, why are you gonna watch it when you're just like, oh, okay, I know who's the champ. I'm not gonna waste my time watching a
It's
5-minute clip.
Like the Rumble was what, yeah, but the thing is, WWE are just as bad. What do we think about Cody Rhodes being announced for the Rumble on Raw?
I was gonna say
terrible.
that. I was gonna say, do you think they announced Cody because he's not gonna win it?
No, he's winning it. Because if he doesn't, Sami Zayn needs
Yo,
to.
Shane McMahon's coming back to win the Rumble, fam. Like,
Big E. I'm saying Big E.
I don't think if Big E, I will pop for that because I don't expect Big E to be there because I've almost forgotten about him, which is a shame because he's amazing. But
Yeah,
He's looking to be in the men. He's doing a lot.
like
of
even
media
like something like
appearances.
Edge, I kind of know he's coming back, but I still want to. I want to. This is the thing, right? Why do you watch the Royal Rumble for the fucking surprise?
Yeah.
It's like when they announced Batista was going to be in the Rumble like fucking 2 weeks before and then brought him out randomly.
No.
Like, it's like on Raw, and it was like, why? Why not just have
That
him
was
on
weird.
Raw?
I'm going to Box Park Wembley for the Rumble, and that's going to be like the best part of like the whole of Box Park doing
Fuck
the
that
3, 2, 1.
noise. I can't think of
Yeah,
anything
that.
worse than sitting in one of them box parks watching fucking
CBA that.
Yeah, that's
random
the Wembley one.
fucking wannabe rude boys from Southall. No, thank you.
We can link up at my crib. To be fair, like I'm happy to host. We can watch.
Oh yeah, sounds great.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll just rock out, won't we, Carl? Yeah,
Oh,
easy.
book a flight, mate.
Kyle, mate, how hard is it to book a flight? Just go on fucking Skyscanner already. Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's not like you need the extra leg room, is it? Come on.
Yeah, that's true.
they just as long as I got Wi-Fi, they can put me down in the luggage. It'll be fine.
yeah, Carl,
How do you like that?
they'll
You
just
don't
shove
need an
you in the
aisle seat.
overhead. They'll just shove you in the overhead.
Kyle's in the fucking hold.
Hey man, I got Wi-Fi and headphones. I'll be there all night, baby. I don't care.
That is fair.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Walking
So,
down
guys-
the aisle, not in his case. Ladies and gentlemen, oh yeah, just before we start chatting absolute nonsense, because of course we haven't been doing that for the last 20 minutes. The Royal Rumble is on January the 28th of this glorious month. We are 10 days away from the Royal Rumble, and we have not yet announced it in public, but we have the Royal Rumble sweepstakes for 2023. They are now open and available for entry. I shall explain the rules as thus forth. Pay attention, because if you don't pay before a certain date, you do not get an entry. So there will be 2 sweepstakes, one for the men's Royal Rumble, one for the women's Royal Rumble. It will be £2 an entrance. That will get you a random number, which will be drawn at random the night/day, depending on where you are, obviously, in the world, before WrestleMania, before the Royal Rumble. Which
A bit late then.
Bit late then, isn't it? Yeah, like, yeah. Feels a bit rigged for this one. So yeah, on the 27th of January, I will draw the numbers on a Facebook Live video, which everyone will be able to tune into if they do so, please. In one hat, we will have everyone's names, and in the other hat, we will have numbers. They will be drawn at random, and your numbers, of course, will be what you will be given for either Rumble. Now, if you would like to enter, it is £2, and you must send it family and friends only, because quite a few people in the World Cup sweepstake opted to pick for goods and services. You gimps. So I was getting like £1.87 instead of 2. Yeah, those people, I don't know what you're fucking getting excited about, because those people can most definitely get yeeted into the world's
That weren't me.
and then firebombed with an AC-130 attack. Ridiculous. Absolutely. All the drone strikes for that nonsense. It will be family and friends only. Otherwise, we will reject your payment and you will not be eligible for the Royal Rumble sweepstakes. So it will be wrestleplug@gmail.com on the PayPal for as many entries as you would like. Please specify in the comments when you buy your sweepstake entrance, whether you want one for the women's or the men's. If you want 2 for the women, for instance, then say in the comments both entries for the women's Royal Rumble. If we go well over the numbers, we will repeat the sweepstakes, so we will essentially double up on each Rumble. So it'd be £2 entrance. So for prizes, if you happen to get the winning number for the Royal Rumble, and this is where it gets interesting, you will win £30 of the pot. Of course, there will be £60 available in each pot. And the reason for this is so that we can offer a little bit more fun and excitement for people. Unlike these wank pheasants I've seen online that are actually taking half of the sweepstake money as some sort of profiteering scheme, which is fucking disgraceful. So £30 should you happen to draw the winning number. There will be £10 available to the person whose number gets the most eliminations. There will be £5 as a winning fee for whose number gets eliminated fastest, because obviously we can't all get lucky and draw a good number. And there will also be £5 available should your number be a member of the Final Four, but not win the actual Royal Rumble. So therefore, there are 6 opportunities to capture some profit here in each Rumble, men's and women's. And again, I reiterate, if you would like to join, you must send £2 or £4 or £6 or whatever increment it is based on how many entrants you want to wrestleplug@gmail.com on PayPal, friends and family option only. And of course, please remember to put in the comments which Rumble you would like to enter via the sweepstakes. Of course, if, for instance, for an example, for anyone who's probably not following on as well as they should at this point, if you send me £6 and you want 3 entrants to the sweepstake and you want 2 for the women's and 1 for the men's, then write down 2 entrants for the men's and 1 for the women's, please, or vice versa, whatever it might be. I also should reiterate that if you do not send your money in before the draw, you will not be entered. So you have plenty of time. You have 10 days to get your money in. It is £2, ladies and gentlemen. And by the way, PayPal does have a currency converter available to tell you exactly. So of course, if you're in Canada or America and you're thinking, I don't know exactly what £2 is, never fear. If you put it in on PayPal, it will tell you what it will be in the sum of money that you are sending to the appropriate country, aka it will translate your money into pounds, because I know that the old ruble isn't doing nearly as well as it should right now for obvious reasons. Any other business, gentlemen, before we wrap things up? Anything you want to talk about? Carl Watkins, it looks like he's ready for bed, bless him.
It's the weather here has been really shitty, so work has been a little complicated, freezing rain and carrying sofas.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know how many nerds are in here. I don't know how many people in here like Dungeons and Dragons. It might be probably 0. But who likes Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yes.
So still only Tanvir, but
Fly Way of the Water. That was pretty awesome. That movie.
It's
Fuck
my
that movie.
it's
Oh my god.
Is
yeah,
that One Piece or
It's
something?
Aang. It's Aang.
it's the rule book for the official Avatar tabletop game.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Oh.
that
Avatar, as
came yes.
in, I assume you don't mean Avatar, the CGI spectacular with the blue monsters.
No,
No,
the
because
Lost
that's
Airbender.
because that's stupid and I don't care about it.
Watch the series.
That was
on
a great
Netflix.
film.
Was
Because
it a great?
Highest grossing.
Cameron Anderson, you think every film's a great film?
Yeah, except
I'm
Joker
sorry,
for
this
some
is mad.
reason.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
because-
it's fucking
Isn't it?
Hong, that's why.
Yeah, because Nix, you said you're a man who likes animation, so Lost Airbender is on
Animation,
Netflix.
not anime.
Yeah,
Anime-
animation.
It's for people who wank off exclusively to school.
No, so Lost Airbender's on Netflix. It's incredible. It's incredible.
Why
I
is
don't
he
think the
bending
whole
it?
series
What's
is
that
on
all
there.
about?
So it's about
There's way too much lore to get into.
Not enough.
Basically,
there's
he's
a
just got wind
You know what?
powers. I don't
Grow
know
up,
what they're
virgins.
chatting.
That's all I got to say.
He's got-
Grow up.
Yeah, I don't know what they're chatting
All
about.
anime
Law.
is fucking
He's got
ridiculous.
wind
Why do people love
power.
anime?
It's not an anime. It's American anime.
It looks
So
fucking. It's American anime. It's fucking even worse then. The only anime that
No,
I've ever
it's amazing.
enjoyed is the Street Fighter anime, which was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's
No,
good.
Lost
Yeah, check
Cameron
this
Airbender.
looks like he's having a crafty wank there. It's
Lo-
got
Lo- Lost Airbender's
like the old
amazing.
shaky.
It's
Oh,
Wong.
who
It's
the fuck
Wong.
is that? That's racist.
No, it's
That's
Benedict
Wong.
Wong.
Who the
It's
fuck
from
is Wong?
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also known as Doctor Strange's best friend, Wong.
seems a bit racist to be honest.
Yeah, not to be confused with Wong
I did not
Shi-Tong.
name the characters, ladies and gentlemen.
Fair enough. So yeah, other than a load of hentai stuff, anything else?
I mean, I watched Tusk this morning.
What the fuck is
Is
Tusk?
that good? Is that good?
It's comedically funny.
What's Tusk? Explain this to me.
It's the film starring Justin Long and Johnny Depp, and it's about a man who gets turned into a walrus. and it's directed by Kevin Smith.
Is that the guy who did Jay and Silent Bob and all that?
Yes.
Clerks, I think. Didn't he? Did
Yeah.
Clerks?
Yeah, Clerks. Yeah.
It's Tusk is on Prime and
Never
it is
really got
very
Clerks.
funny.
Didn't get Clerks. Thought it was a bit boring.
Yeah, I will not be watching Tusk. Looks weird.
Yeah.
Probably better than
Oh,
Avatar,
God.
though, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Avatar 2 was mad. Avatar 2 was
Avatar 2 is mad.
crazy.
Avatar 2
Oh
is like
my.
your career mid.
Yeah.
Mate, I literally.
Mate, you're tagging with Ajax. Ain't nobody taking you seriously, fam.
Mate, I'm
I went-
tagging with Jake.
Yeah.
I'm
Fucking-
tagging with
No,
Jake
what do you
Sully.
feel, by the way, with every bromance member constantly whoring themselves out to
Sully.
any random tag partner? What's that all about?
I don't know. We're just, we're just sluts, I guess.
The Homans.
I can confirm there will be a new tag team debuting at IWE very, very soon.
Ooh.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
indeed. Known better off as the Arabian Sex Machines. So,
Hmm.
oh, yeah.
Is
Get
it
ready.
you and Jordan Said?
What?
Get fucking ready, mate, because we are about to blow
What?
your minds. You get ready. That's all I have.
You
to
and
say.
Robbie Nitro.
I said Arabian Sex Machines, not potato fucking blenders. No, I'll tell you what. I will say one thing. How many of you bought me a birthday card? Because Robbie Nitro did.
Oh yeah?
That's what I thought.
Right fucking here. I've got it for you.
I love how he's just shown me it, and it's not even in the thing. He's actually shown off what. Also, I love that it's got a monkey on it. Racial
Yeah.
appropriation.
It's quite
by
good,
Cam
though.
Hansen. Romance racist confirmed. Yeah.
Guys, we're not confirming that. I'm sorry, that's not
Anything you
true.
boys want to add before we wrap it up?
Homans.
Why would you say that?
What
That's
was
pretty
that?
hurtful.
Homans. One of the
Romance.
Yeah.
It's just hurtful.
That's really rude, man. What the fuck?
That's like slut shaming. That's actually really bad, Tambi. You can't say that.
I was
You
gonna
don't get
to
say,
just do
do
that.
any of the people in
Yeah.
romance look like they get laid regularly, please?
Victor
Like,
Logan.
two of them look underage, and the other one looks like a Persian rug that has somehow become animated. Are you mad? Right. By the way, hairiest man in wrestling. Suck my dick, Victor Logan. My beard is hairier than your entire upper chest. Like, ludicrous, fam.
How is it the hairiest
Let's
man
try
one?
He claims to be the hairiest man in wrestling. That is some
Jesus.
horseshit. Prince Albert's dick is hairier than your whole body, please. Right.
Prince Albert was known to be quite
Yo,
hairy.
like
back
us
in the
Arabs,
day.
mate, we're just genetically bred to be hairier, fam. Like,
Yeah.
come on, like,
I've regularly shaved my body, so
you actually shave your body, dude.
dude, I the Manscaped, I love it.
You
I
use
feel-
Manscaped.
Yeah, I feel very more
How are we not
aerodynamic.
sponsored by Manscaped on this podcast yet?
Yeah, I got one to be fair.
Dude,
Are they
they're
good?
so good. They're so
It's
good.
alright, yeah.
What have you
it's
got?
alright.
Have you got the Lawnmower 4.0 or whatever?
I've got the 3.0.
Yeah, I
You
got
got
the
the
lawnmower
3.0
3.0?
because I'm cheap.
Yeah.
What have you got, Cam?
I got the 3.0 as well. I bought mine a while ago. They only
Yeah,
dropped
that's
them.
Is it like proper rapid then? Is it straight off? Or?
really good.
Pretty
Not
good,
really. I
yeah.
actually do need a sick pair of clippers. So.
Dude,
Yeah.
Manscaped. Very good.
Oh, Wilkinson definitely needs it to sort that fucking dome out, mate.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. It's
Dave, that mother. Yeah, see, you're gone.
It's fine.
Mate, just go for the gold,
Bro,
bro.
look at it.
Mine off again.
I went
Can't do
short.
it.
Also, I'm repping a real man's wrestler here, Roger Sears. Yeah, baby. Come and get yourself a hat at ACW, which apparently is returning on February the 24th. So if anyone would like to jump in the car and join me to watch a bunch of gimps, let me know.
They got Brandon and Scott in it.
They do not. They will not be appearing at that show. They will actually be at
Oh, dead out.
So, although Brandon Lee and Scott Jones will be wrestling for Rumble Wrestling on the 3rd and 4th of
Ooh.
February, both shows, of course, I will be recording. Very much looking forward to
good.
that. Just quickly, if anyone would like to come and see any of the wrestling I'm involved with or come and see me for some ungodly reason, January 28th, I'll be at Wrestling Society in Swindon. February the 3rd, I will be at Ditton Community Centre for Rumble Wrestling. February the 4th, I will be at Medway Park Leisure Centre for Rumble Wrestling and Promotions. As I will be on the 12th of February, I will be at the Spotlight in Hoddesdon, the beautiful World of Sport venue once again. Actually, that's February the 14th, excuse me, which is, of course, Valentine's Day. February the 18th, I'll be at Addleston Community Centre for Rumble Professional Wrestling. February the 24th, I, of course, will be at ACW, and potentially February the 17th, I might also be at Varsity Pro Wrestling, although that is yet to be confirmed. So busy times ahead, not to mention all the magnificent commissions and whatnot that I am currently being afforded by a lot of incredible people involved in our business. So thank you very much for that too. And for all the people who are giving me a headache over printing and stuff, suck my dick. Yeah. Cameron Anderson, when is your next available booking for Premier Promotions? When will you be wrestling next?
Well, my next show. So my next confirmed show is March the 18th, and it will be myself and Cruz and the great Barry Cooper taking on Devilman, Jake the Bruiser, and Mr. Miserable in a 6-man tag team match. It's going to be pretty good.
Some heavy hitting talent in that one. That's a good one, that one.
It's going to be a lot of fun, actually.
Big fan of Bruiser. Really like that guy. Very talented.
Yeah, well, I'm going to slap his
Devil
head.
Man. Does he look like Daredevil?
No, actually.
I think he's failed at life.
Is he based on the anime character Devilman?
Oh,
you can't just rip it off. Oh my god, this guy.
What? There's an anime called Devilman.
Oh, I'm sure there
Why
is.
do you literally watch every anime in existence?
Not all of them. Mate, Ian Deal.
Exclusively wank off to hentai.
Why is Ian Beale being brought into this?
No, Ian Deal, mate.
Wrong? Ian Beale with the Tesco meal deal.
No, Ian Deal. The man.
Ian Tesco meal deal.
Ian watches a hell of a lot of anime.
Man, do you remember Ian Deal? Is he still alive, is he?
Yeah.
Incredible, man. Incredible. Carl Wilkinson, anything you'd like to add before we wrap it up?
Oh, when's your next booking?
He looks furious, to be honest.
No,
He's just whimsically sitting there. I'd like to do a moment where we sort of freeze frame it and you get like a little sort of thought bubble coming out of his head. He's like, I wonder what it would be like if I had legs.
No, just be. I wonder what it'd be like to see all my friends in real life.
I mean,
to be fair, mate,
probably the same as me at this point, buddy.
Well,
to be fair, second Kyle comes over, you're gonna walk out the terminal. We're just gonna fucking dogpile him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I might actually come with the
my legs
Clippers.
might get broken.
All you're gonna hear at Heathrow is, "He's got fucking legs. He's got fucking legs." Fucking jumping.
Yeah. He's not
raise him
around.
While we sing "Oh Canada," we're gonna lift him up on our shoulders. Can we remake the meme of the black guys carrying the coffin, but with Carl Wilkinson on our shoulders? That'd be fucking gangster, mate. Obviously, Tanvir won't be allowed to do that because he's about 4'10".
I'm 5'10". 5'9". No, I'm 5'9".
Wait, you 5'9"? You are a midget. I'm not having that. You must be 5'5" at best.
Oh.
Nah, man.
I mean, last time I checked, I was also about 5'10", but I don't look at it that often, to be honest.
Midgets, man. 6'4" and a bowl of gravy. Beautiful. Yeah. Meaty Hoss incoming. By the way, for anyone who's bored and wants to do something, check out Bam Bam Bigelow's catalog on WWE Network. You cannot go wrong. And also, go and watch as much of the Briscoe brothers as you possibly can. You will not be disappointed. And it is important that we remember Jay, the very rightest of ways, as he sadly departs this earth. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Aaron X. He's been Cameron Anderson. He's been Carl Wilkinson. He's been Tanvir Verdi, who you can find, of course, on every FBI 10 most wanted list. And yeah, I will catch you very soon for more. Look at his face. Look at his little face. He's gonna. Go on.
That's the face he uses to suck the kids in.
Jeez. I wasn't even on the nose, but Carl Wilkinson was like bang right in there.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. If I can't have legs, then you can't have freedom, pal.
This is the face, Carl.
Beautiful. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, we'll catch you very soon for more content from the rest of the world. Don't forget to obviously show a bit of love to your friends and family and make the most of your time on Earth because it is incredibly fleeting. And remember, take it with a pinch of salt, have a bit of fun, and move on to the next thing.